Hey guys, welcome back to new video, and in this video we are going to set up notes fragment for our note application. So let's get started. So in order to use view model in our fragments, we have to first inject them, and we cannot use constructor injection as we did before in our Android components. Instead we have to use field injection. In field injection, we inject directly into the fields using @inject annotation. But there's an even better way to inject view models, and it goes like this. We have to create a private val view model. It will be of type node view model by view models. And that's it. Now we can use view model in our nodes fragment, and we will copy this line of code in our add edit node fragment. And now we will move back to our nodes fragment. Inside of our nodes fragment, firstly we will create a late init var for our note list adapter. So private late init var note list adapter. It will be of type note list adapter. And now we will create a function to set up our recycler view. So private function setup recycler view. It takes no parameters, and inside of it, firstly we will initialize our note list adapter. So note list adapter will be equal to note list adapter, and then we will set the layout manager of our recycler view and set this adapter to our recycler view. So binding dot rvnodes dot apply, and inside of it we will use layout manager. It will be equal to linear layout manager, and the context will be require context. We use require context in our fragments as it takes care that our context is not null. And then the adapter, it will be equal to our note list adapter. Then we will set an item click listener to our note list adapter. So note list adapter dot set on item click listener. This is the function which we created in our note list adapter, which takes a lambda function as a parameter. So inside of this function, we will write the code what we want to do when a single note item is clicked. So we want to navigate to our add edit node fragment and pass the selected node to it. So we have already defined the action in our nav graph. So val action, it will be equal to nodes fragment directions dot action nodes fragment to add edit node fragment, and then we will call find nav controller dot navigate and pass our action to it. But we have to also pass the clicked node to our add edit node fragment. So for that we will go to our nav graph. Inside of the design tab, we will add an argument to our add edit node fragment. So for that we have to use this plus button in front of our arguments tab, and we have to name our argument, which will be just note. The type will be custom parsable, and we have already defined our node data class as a pass label. That's why it appears here, and it will be nullable, and the default value will be null. We will add it, and now we have to rebuild our project so that navigation components can generate some classes for us. So I've rebuilt the project successfully, and if we go back to our nodes fragment and check the parameter of this action nodes fragment to add edit node fragment, now we can see that this requires a note as a parameter, and we can pass this note which we've got here from our list adapter, which we can see here, get item adapter position. So the click note which we've got here gets passed to add edit node fragment. And now we can set up observer on our nodes live data. So view model dot nodes. This is the live data which we created in our view model. This is just the response of our repository dot get all nodes sorted by created function. So call dot observe on that, and the lifecycle owner will be just view lifecycle owner. And this view lifecycle owner takes care of the fact that our observer observes on our live data only between the onCreate view and onDestroy view of our fragment, which we can see by using Ctrl C and clicking this view lifecycle owner, and we can see that the view lifecycle remains valid through call to onDestroy view. So as soon as our onDestroy view is called, our observer will stop observing on our node's live data. And the second parameter will be observer, and the code what we write inside of our observer gets called when any change occurs in our nodes live data or our list of nodes. So inside of our observer we will just submit the updated list to our node list adapter. So node list adapter dot submit list, and this it is just the updated list of nodes which we get passed here. Now we have all set up for our nodes fragment, and we can run the application and see how it goes. So now we can see that our application runs successfully, but we do not have any nodes to show in our recycler view. So for that I have created a fake nodes function. So I'll just paste it here, and inside of it I'm just creating a list of nodes, and afterwards I'll just pass or submit this list of nodes to our node list adapter. So node list adapter dot submit list fake node list, and for a while I will just comment out this code, and down here I'll just call create fake nodes function, and now we can see if it works. And now we can see our fake list of nodes here, which means that our recycler view is working just fine. Now we can set up action bar for our node list application. So for that we need to move back to our main activity file, and inside of it firstly we will set up view binding. So val binding, it will be equal to activity main binding dot inflate, and we'll pass the layout inflator here, and we'll remove this r.layout.activity main and pass binding dot root here. Now firstly, since we are using a custom toolbar here, so for that we need to set up that toolbar as our support action bar. So set support action bar, and we'll just pass our toolbar here. And now we don't want to show the name of our wrap in our action bar title. So for that we'll use support action bar dot set display show title enable and set it to false. And now we'll set up our nav graph with our toolbar. So for that first we will need to get our nav host fragment. So val nav host fragment, it will be equal to support fragment manager dot find fragment by id, and the id will be r.id.navhost fragment as navhost fragment. Then we will create an app bar configuration for our nav graph. So app bar config, which will be equal to app bar configuration, and we'll pass our nav graph here, which will be navhost fragment dot find nav controller dot graph. And now we'll set this app bar config to our toolbar. So binding dot toolbar set up with nav controller, and the first parameter will be our nav controller. So nav host fragment dot find nav controller, and the second parameter will be just our app bar configuration, which will be app bar config. Now we get a series of things by connecting our toolbar to our nav graph. The first one would be the label, which is specified for every fragment in our nav graph, becomes the title of our action bar for that fragment. And secondly, we get a navigate up button, which is just the back button which is present in our action bar in the top left corner of the screen. So by these three lines of code we get all that functionality. And that's it. Now we'll run our application and see how it goes. Now we can see the label of our fragment here, and we can click on any of our node items and the title changes accordingly. And to change what's shown in our title here, we just go to Navra and change the label for our fragments. So for notes fragment, we just want to show your notes here, and for our add edit note fragment, we want to show edit note, and we will add two lines of code in our themes.xml file to make our title text color and action bar icon color to white, and it will be item name. The name will be Android text color primary, and we'll set it to color white, and similarly also for our text color secondary. And that's it. Now we'll run our application again and see how it goes. Now we can see the title for our notes fragment has changed, and also the text color is white. And if we click on any of our note, then we can see the icon text color is also white. So guys, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it. If so, then hit that like button and do subscribe to my channel. And in the next video, we will be setting up our added note fragment. So stay tuned for that. Thank you.